What's going on, guys? It's Crozen, and welcome to probably one of the final parts of the whole assassin build guide. And in this video I just wanted to go over what your special is going to want to look like late game and what your perks are going to want to look like late game. So it's very simple, but there's a lot to talk about, so I'm going to try to make this as quick as I can. So just to start out, I want to make sure that everyone knows that this is designed mainly for the original build. However, that melee build that I made in my last video, you can take a lot of these aspects from this video and put those in the melee build, if you will. So right about now you should see an overlay of your special, and this is how you probably want to have it look like late game, and I will go over every individual thing and what those mean. So to start out, I wanted to talk about strength. Now we have strength 4 here. Now I know we start out with 1 strength in creation, and what I expect everyone to do is to find a strength bobblehead that'll raise you up to 2 strength, and then from there you actually have to level strength up twice yourself in order to get to strength at 4. Now I recommend you get 3 perks from the strength tree, which are the big leagues perk, the armorer perk, and the blacksmith perk. Now I was gonna go up to strength 3 anyways, regardless of whether I was playing melee or not, but I figured since I'm up here at 3, I might as well pick up the big leagues perk, level this up one more time, get blacksmith, and then with the blitz perk I would be a good melee character as well. So that's pretty much it for strength. I talked about this in the last video. There's just not much else you really need out of strength in order to be effective with melee. But yeah, going towards perception here, I said 5 or more. That's what the plus is there for. Now I said that just because really there are a few good perks that you can get later in perception, and it's up to you. It's optional if you want to get these. I know if some of you guys are playing a sniper, you guys are using a sniper a lot, then maybe you want to get the sniper perk, which will allow you to really, the main thing that this will do is will get you 25% more accuracy to headshots in VATS, if that is what you choose to go for. Now there's also the penetrator perk, which will allow you to target an enemy's body part that is blocked by cover. So basically, if you went in VATS before, you've seen that an enemy is blocked by, like a wall, like say maybe their arm is hiding behind a wall, and you have a 0% chance to target them. Well, now that kind of negates that with the penetrator perk. Now this is a very good perk to have, and also the concentrated fire perk, which will allow you to gain accuracy on the same body part, and with that final rank you will gain 20% more damage. Now all 3 of these perks are very nice to have, obviously, but I really wouldn't say that they are necessary for this build. I would say that if you have 5 perception, you are pretty much set. However, if you find yourself very high level in this game and you have all of these perks I'm mentioning, then you probably want to go higher in perception just to get those 3 perks. Now a few other things I want to talk about with perception is some of the other perks that you can get here once you are higher up in the game. Now one of those is the pickpocket perk. Now this pickpocket perk is pretty cool. If you guys have played Skyrim, which I'm sure most of you have, you will know that there was a perk that allowed you to place poisons in an enemy's inventory. Well, the pickpocket perk in Fallout 4 is kind of the same thing, except it's actually a live grenade this time. So it's pretty cool, it's pretty neat, and also just like Skyrim, you'll be able to still equip weapons and equipped items once you have the higher rank. Now this is pretty cool. I would definitely recommend you guys get this late game. Obviously, the rifleman perk, you want to get this too, especially if you are playing a sniper. This will pretty much make you OP if you are playing a sniper. I just want to throw that out there for those of you guys who are using a sniper mostly in this game for this build. Now we talked about the awareness perk, and we already talked about the locksmith perk. You want to get both of those, and I want to go a little bit more into the demolition expert perk. This is a very good perk to have. It will increase your explosive damage. It will have you gain access to a better throwing arc on your grenades. So there's also that. You will also affect a larger area, And you guys already know you kind of will do double damage with this last rank. Now, I find this very useful. I use grenades a lot in this game, even though I play a stealth character. And not only that, but I find it to really be of use if you are battling a lot of bosses and they have high HP. Basically, you can just whittle them down with grenades, since your grenades will do a massive amount of damage. Now, there are these two other perks in Perception, which are the Night Person and the Refractor perk. I would pass on both of these. Now, some of you might like that intelligence and perception gain, but it's really not useful at all, because you can pretty much find gear that adds perception and intelligence. Basically, the only reason you would want this Night Person perk is for that night vision, which I'm not really sure how that works, but I never use night vision in a Bethesda game, so I don't really see it being a necessary thing. So moving on to endurance, we started out with 3 endurance in creation. Once you find that bobblehead, that'll raise you up to 4, and that's all you really need. You really don't need any of these perks at all in endurance. Really, the only thing you should even consider is the Life Giver perk, and that's if you find yourself dying a lot, or you find yourself having a low amount of health, and yeah, you're near death a lot in this game. So that's the only reason why you would want to get this Life Giver perk. But other than that, I really wouldn't do too much with endurance. Now, charisma, I said 4 or more. Charisma, as you know, we start out with a very low charisma with this build, and obviously there is a big downside to that, is your sneak, not your sneak, but your speech will actually be very bad. And what I mean by that is you'll be unsuccessful in a lot of things that you do with speech. And if you really wanted to go higher with this, you can. The option is there, but you can also gain gear that allows you to have a high charisma and will allow you to be better with your speech in dialogue. So there's also a few good perks that you can get with the charisma tree, I guess. One of them is being the lady killer perk. If you really want to get this, it could be of use, especially if you play the opposite sex. Say if you are a woman in this game, I find that there are a lot of men in this game, a lot of guy enemies, I guess, and you will be doing more damage to them, and you will be able to persuade them more in dialogue, which is really good. But that's if you really want to get that. That's optional. Also, the Lone Wanderer perk is also good if you play without a companion. I know that companions are kind of broken right now for stealth characters, so this could be of use to you if you want to get this. There is also the Local Leader perk. If you find yourself messing around with settlements a lot, then this could be of use to you, which you can make by building stores and workstations. So there are a few good perks in charisma if you want to go that route, but definitely say you should at least have some kind of charisma gear, just so if you get into those dialogues, you can be successful or have a better chance to be successful. So moving on into intelligence, we start out with 5 in creation. Once you find that bobblehead, you will go up to 6, and there are quite a few good perks in here. One of them being, obviously, we went over medic, we went over the gun nut perk, but you want to max out both of those. You can get the hacker perk now late game. Like I said earlier, you don't want to get locksmith and hacker both early, but when it's late game, you probably can pick up hacker as well. As far as the scrapper perk goes, I don't really know if this is of use, if it's worth it. I know that that first rank where you are able to salvage like screws and aluminum and copper, I kind of find that a lot by itself in the wasteland. However, with the second rank, I haven't found too many of these items, so this could be of use to some of you if you want to get that. So that is an optional perk to get. And also the science perk, I would say get this. If you find yourself using energy weapons, then it will allow you to put some nice mods on energy weapons. But I've also seen it used with some guns and even some gear. So I would say pick this up if you are in late game. Does not hurt, and it's really all you need with intelligence. I wouldn't go any higher than 6. Now agility, We start out with 10 in creation. That'll actually go up to 11 once you find the bobblehead. I know that in previous Fallouts it did not work that way. If you were started out at max in a special stat and you found a bobblehead, it would not raise it up. However, Fallout 4 negates that and you can actually go higher. So it's really not bad if we have 11 agility. Obviously we don't have a cool 11 agility perk that we can get, but it will still increase your sneak a little bit. It will make your sneak a little better, and you will gain more action points with 11 agility. Now, a few perks that you're going to want to get here are the Gunslinger perk late in the game. You can get the Commando perk as well if you find yourself using automatic weapons. Obviously, we talked about sneak. You want to max that out. You want to max Mr. Sandman out. Action Boy and Moving Target, both of these are optional. If they are of use to you, then you can get those, but I personally don't see them being too useful, but that's just me. You also want to actually level up the ninja perk maxed out. Quick Hands, you want to max that out. Blitz, you want to get that, especially if you are playing melee, which we should anyway, since it only requires 3 perks and 4 strength. And the Gun Fu perk, you want to max that out. So pretty much agility is where you're going to be putting most of your points into all of these perks. And yeah, now for the last part is luck. We start out with 3 luck in creation. Once you find that bobblehead, that'll raise you up to 4 luck. And there's really only 2 things that you want to get with the luck tree, and that is the Bloody Mess perk, which you will be able to do 15% more damage in combat, and nearby enemies explode if you are able to trigger that effect. Now, I find this more useful than some of these gun perks just because, well, this increases your damage in combat with everything. So not just with a certain type of gun, but with all guns, or say if you're playing unarmed or even melee, it really increases your damage with everything in combat. So I think this is probably one of the better perks in the game, really. And I would definitely recommend you guys get that, and also the Mysterious Stranger perk, which is a pretty cool thing in VATS. I kind of like it. I watched a few videos on it, and I think that you guys should get this perk. We get 4 luck anyways, so you might as well pick this perk up late game, and it should help you out in your VATS. Now, that's probably it for this whole build guide. I can do some other things, maybe some type of weapons. I know right now I'm using the Deliverer gun, which I probably think is the best gun you can get for a stealth ranged character. But yeah, I've been kind of busy, guys. I know that I haven't released too many videos, just been releasing like a video a week, but I am doing finals right now, and I still got more finals on Monday. So after that, I am kind of free for like a month, so you might start to see me do more videos, and if that's the case, then watch out for that. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and please subscribe, and I hope this helped you guys out. This is probably it for the whole assassin build, but we will see what else I can do. I'm thinking about doing maybe some other type of builds, something, but we will see. If you guys have any suggestions, please let me know on what I can do for my next video. And that should do it, guys. I am out of here, and I will see you guys later.